Hi Aries, welcome to your November general reading. So we're going to start out with some oracle cards and see what's going on for you for the month of November. What can you expect? What are some of the themes showing up in your life for the month of November? And we'll do some tarot as well to see what the spirit has for you, what you need to know, what you need to be aware of, what's coming to you, so on and so forth. So let's see. Can we get a moon card for Aries, please? Do check out your eclipse reading, which will be up there somewhere. You can check that out. I did those for the solar eclipse, for the eclipse season in general, so feel free to check them out. And now let's see, Aries, what do we have? You have full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, so some personal matters do show up for you in this month of November. Because this is a full moon and it's in Cancer, it could be somewhat of an emotional nature, or perhaps feeling overly emotional this month, which is not a state Aries prefers to be in, but it does seem like something is reaching culmination here, or there is completion of some sort. Okay, it could be in regards to a person, a specific person that is dear to you, that you have emotional ties to, or it could be some type of family situation, or something regarding the home space. But Cancer tends to be a bit emotional, okay, especially with the full moon. So I do feel like there's some emotional intensity here that is surrounding some sort of a completion here when it comes to a personal issue that is close to your heart. So let's see what frequencies are appearing for you in the month of November, Aries. So we have for Aries, you have self-love. How beautiful. It could be that this personal issue has a lot to do with just the way you feel internally about yourself, okay? Because you have self-love here, which is a very beautiful frequency to have showing up. I'll bring it closer to you so you can have a look. Hopefully you'll focus. So this is all about you this month, Aries, about self-nurture perhaps, or literally the frequency of self-love is just doing the things that you love to do, being in states that are self-loving to you, or doing acts of self-love. Okay, an act of self-love could also be about setting up boundaries, or cutting something out of your life that is not self-loving, that is in, it's in your detriment. Okay, so whatever that is for you, that's showing up this month. Let's see one more for Aries, please. We've got two. You have improvement in reversed, and you have mother. Okay. It's very interesting that the Cancer energy is very much a mother energy. So I do feel some sort of a tie here to a mother figure. And it's also interesting that you have self-love and mother, which is, the mother frequency also refers to mothering yourself, okay, because it's in the upright position here. So this month for you, Aries, from your oracle cards and from the frequency deck, you're getting a lot of focus on yourself, your inner world, how you feel about yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you mother yourself. It could be that this full moon in Cancer is bringing to an end or to a culmination of some sort of relationship, or some sort of a emotional turmoil or something of that sort. And it's actually putting you in a space of understanding how you can love yourself more, or how you can take care of yourself better. That's a very specific message here that's showing up throughout these cards. Now, for some of you, a mother figure could be of importance, because we also have Cancer here, and that is that's a mother energy that's showing up in the sign of Cancer. You also have improvement in reversed. I do feel like there are some things in your life that may need to go, that are actually stalling this improvement process. Okay. There's also a focus on the negative here for some of you, but I feel like there is something here slowing down or stopping the improvement process. I don't know what that is for you. It could be very different things for different people. This is a general reading, but whatever you feel like you have in your life that is stopping your progress or stopping your improvement, you may need to look into that. Okay. It could be something surrounding, again, an emotional issue, a relationship, a family dynamic, you know, some kind of emotional ups and downs, moods, things of that nature. Because the moon in Cancer also talks about tides, you know, the highs and the lows. So, you know, it could be something like that, whatever that means to you. Okay. So I'll get you some tarot for now. And whatever other messages come to me, I will say. But you are being called to take care of yourself, Aries, this month, okay? Some of you are mothers or parents, not necessarily a mother. You could be a mother and a father to a child, a person that needs you or something like that. So there could be some issues surrounding that. But because you have self-love here, I do feel like this is very much about you and how you nurture and take care of yourself this month. That seems to be of importance, okay? So you need to pay attention to this message that the universe is sending you throughout your oracle cards, that you need to take better care of yourself, Aries. So let's see, what else do we have for Aries? So I need to make some space here. Hopefully all these are in the frame. Yes, they are. Okay. It's very interesting that you show up in your reading here. Here you are with the Emperor card being here. You also have the King of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like this is you, Aries. Okay, you have a lot of fire energy here. So, you know, it does seem like you are in your element this month. Give me a minute. What do we have at the bottom here? Interesting. Okay. I do feel like there's some sort of progress here, because I'm also seeing this Chariot card with the Emperor. There is some sort of progress here in your life, at least when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your stability, because we have the Four of Wands here, which is a very stable card. I do feel like for many of you, this is some sort of a family situation that's showing up in your in your tarot as well. Okay, so I had to take a break because I had a coughing fit. So back to you, Aries. What I'm getting very strongly when I look at your cards, I do feel like there is some situation here, either in your family dynamic or with a specific person, that you are committed to or tied to, or you have some form of commitment here. That it does seem like you're somewhat in between with this situation. What do I mean by that? You have twos here as well, and the Six of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. It's interesting that the Two of Pentacles and the Hanged Man show up in your surroundings, what's going on in your environment. So I feel like there's some sort of a very unstable situation in your environment that it's not progressing, because I feel like somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, they're not giving the same amount that you are. Because you have the Six of Pentacles here. Whomever this is in your life, whether this is your spouse, your significant other, or whomever other dynamics you have, this could be in a work environment. Take it as it resonates for your situation. But you have something here that is quite unstable. And it does seem like there's perhaps a refusal to make a decision or to make a choice, okay? Because I feel like you are making a decision here to move forward, but whomever you have attached to you does not, okay? There's a stark contrast here between you and this other person or circumstance or situation. You know what you want, okay? Here you are, the King of Wands and the Two of Wands. It's like you're ready to go for something, okay? You have choices, you have decisions to make, Aries, okay? And I see you being in your element. I see you being very strong, very determined, very, you know, you have your eye, or you're set on particular goals, or you want something specific. But whomever you're dealing with here is refusing to make a decision, and they're refusing to collaborate with you, or to give into a situation, with the Six of Pentacles being your challenge here. Some of you, it could be of a financial nature, a financial challenge where you're actually depending on the other party to participate into this, or to let's say you're into some kind of business here where the other party has to put in their fair share of the work or the funds or whatever this is in order for this collaboration to work out. And whomever this is to you, they're not doing anything. You know, they're just hanging there with the Hanged Man that's showing up in your surroundings this month. And there is something here creating a lot of instability. And again, because you have Cancer here and mother and all of that, it could be something in regards to your family. But Aries, I do see you making some kind of a decision here that is a pretty definitive decision, because you've got Chariot and Judgment. It's like you're making a judgment call here, possibly to separate from this situation, to go on your own path with the Chariot here, for you to explore other options, because you have the Seven of Cups here, which is in your what's working in your favor right now. Some of you might have some sort of a celebration here with the Four of Wands and the King of Wands. I feel like you're celebrating some kind of a milestone for some of you here. There is something that has progressed perhaps in the past, and you're celebrating something this, I was going to say this year. Some of you are celebrating something at the end of this year. But there's something that it does bring you happiness here. But I do feel like there's some issues with this, where there's some instability in this situation. But nevertheless, this is something you feel like there's happiness here, there's stability. But at the same time, there's instability, because whomever you're dealing with, they're not doing anything to create that harmonious coming together. I will clarify to see what that is. But I do see you exploring your options, Aries, this month, because I feel like you're going to try to let go of controlling this situation, okay? You are trying to let go of controlling the other person or controlling the circumstances that surround you. And I feel like you're going to try to be a little bit more open, try to be a little bit more flexible. There is success here happening for you this month. I don't know what area this is, but you know, for some of you, this is somewhat success in regards to something creative, possibly. For some of you, you may desire to move places, move home, go somewhere else. That could be the case. I do see you succeeding in that. For some of you, you are moving out of your home because things are just not working out there. There's no stability, there's no help for you there. You have to do things on your own, that kind of thing. But you are definitely making a radical decision here. And I say radical because you also have Judgment here. And you've got Two of Wands, King of Wands, and Chariot, Judgment. This is someone that has made a radical decision, okay, to do something. And I will clarify to see what that is. For some of you, with this Judgment being here as an outcome, you may decide to give something a second chance, or you may decide to resurrect some idea or some previous path that you might have wandered on, especially with that Seven of Cups. I feel like you are choosing one of these cups that you might have previously not paid attention to, or maybe you just didn't explore, so you're trying to explore a new path, because the Two of Wands also talks about somebody that is exploring what's out there. So I do see you moving, doing things, but wherever you are right now, whether this is home or relationships, you're not getting any satisfaction there. Your satisfaction comes from somewhere else. In your home environment or with your significant other, things are very, very stagnant, and a lot of ups and downs there. Okay, the Three of Pentacles turned over. Let's see what fell here. The Fool. Again, I do feel like you're trying to explore other options here, because it seems like whatever you've been trying to do so far, it's just, there is some sort of not coming together there. There is some sort of disagreement between you and the other party that is surrounding you at this point. It just sort of feels like this person, if this is a person, it's just refusing to work with you on something. And it's almost like you're like, okay, fine, I'll just, you know, get on with it. I'll just go someplace else. Or if it's some sort of a circumstance in your life that is not moving forward, you know, this is a circumstance that you are kind of dependent on a little bit to move forward, and it's not. So I don't know what this is, but I do feel like there's a lot of instability there. For some of you, this is a workplace situation where you just don't, you're not on the same page with the people you work with, or you are not getting anywhere in your workplace. You know, you're working very hard, but you're not getting paid. You don't get along with the people there. It could be many things for you. So tell me about this decision that Aries is making here. What is this about? I feel like you are deciding to complete something here. With the World card, your decision is to end something, Aries. some of you, this is the end of a relationship because you do have this personal issue reaches resolution. I feel like for some of you, you're just making that decision to just not invest anymore in a person that doesn't reciprocate or that doesn't put in the work, because you're dealing with someone here that is not doing anything. They're just kind of wishy-washy with that Two of Pentacles. And some of you are deciding to end something here. Can you tell me a bit, why is this situation so stagnant for Aries? Why is that here? Temperance. Temperance and the Hanged Man. I do feel like something is out of balance here, because I asked why is the situation stagnant? And you do have the Six of Pentacles as a challenge for you this month. It's just something is out of balance here, okay? Whether this is a relationship or some other circumstance in your life, it's just not in alignment, okay? There's something out of alignment here that, but I don't feel like this is dependent upon you, because if you're dealing with an outside circumstance or an outside person, I mean, this is their stuff, you know, they're supposed to create the balance with you if you are in a relationship. The other person has to give in order for this to work out. So that's not your problem, you know, because it shows up external to you. You know, it could be that you're just incompatible with this person, for example. You know, that could be the case. Or if it's a work situation, again, it's just not aligning with the course, you know, the course that needs to be taken here. I will say, though, for some of you Aries out there, you know, I gotta say it, you know, I gotta call you out just a little bit, because I'm seeing a dynamic here with this Emperor and the Chariot. For some of you, you are very driven and very hard. Like you're kind of like a hardball or something. You play hardball, you know, when it comes to your life, or perhaps you have a tendency to be very bossy, very demanding. There's a little bit of ego involved with this combination. Emperor and Chariot, this is someone that wants to win at all costs. On its more negative side, it's the type of drive that is ego driven. You know, it plays hard. You know, it's, if this is you and you feel like you've been very hard on people, or you've been very hard with your situation, there's a need for you to kind of let go of that control. Okay, because usually this combination is quite intense when it comes to the controlling nature of someone. And because the Emperor is you, Aries, I'm going to call you out, okay? I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's like that, then, you know, apply it. So whatever this situation is for you that's out of alignment, you could be the one that is injecting in there some sort of imbalance, or it could be the other person. It just sort of feels like there's a mismatch of energy here. You're very driven, very ambitious. You want to move, you want to do things, and this other situation is not. This other situation is sitting still, not doing anything, contemplating on things. There's a lot of wishy-washiness here. So there's a mismatch here between you and someone. It could also be that whomever you have around you does not celebrate your achievements. That's for some of you that I feel like I needed to say that. Tell me about Judgment. Yeah, you're definitely ending something. Okay, look at that. You've got Judgment, Death, the World. You also have the Fool here, which is a new chapter. A lot of major arcanas in your reading, Aries. You're definitely on the verge of something changing here, like on a big scale. Okay. For many of you, I will say very strongly that there is a chapter ending in your life. Like, because I asked what you are deciding here. You're deciding to end something. Okay. So I don't know what this ending is for you. Could be the end of a relationship, the end of project, work related. You may decide to move somewhere else. You may decide to, whatever this is for you. It could be the most self-loving thing for you to do right now is to just remove yourself from a situation that is stagnant, that's not contributing to your well-being in any kind of way. But there's a lot of changes here, lots and lots of changes for you. You know what I feel like for you, Aries? It feels like you're changing, but your surroundings do not. You're the one that's advancing, but your surroundings are not. And because you have improvement in reversed here, it sort of feels like you feel like there's stuff in the way, you know, you kind of need to remove it, or it sort of feels like you're stagnating with improvement in reverse. So it's almost like you're very driven to end something, to release yourself from something, to be reborn anew, because you also have judgment here, which talks about being reborn. You know, there's a lot of major changes happening for you in November is what I'm getting. And for many of you, this is in regards to a relationship, okay? A commitment of a sort that you have with someone. Or, you know, you could be in that workplace for a very long time, for example, if this is a work situation, and you're finally deciding to just cut the cord this month because it's not, you know, it feels like you've outgrown the place you're in. Just very interesting, because I remember doing your eclipse reading. Please do check that out, because some of you, this will resonate. You know, obviously we still have eclipses in November. You had a similar reading, which is very uncanny to me. So for many of you, Aries is out there, you're outgrowing something. You're just outgrowing something in your life. Your environment is no longer providing you with the movement and the desires you need. Okay, you need to go someplace else for some of you. You also have Cancer here showing up twice. Some of you, this is a Cancer person. Again, fire sign shows up here for those of you who are in a relationship. Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio shows up twice. Leo, Aries again. A lot of fire energy. Fire and Scorpio. Or it could be any of the fixed signs here if it is a specific person. But yeah, very similar reading to the eclipse reading I did. So, you know, you might find some answers in that as well. So Aries, that was your reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.